Are we live? We're live. Hi, y'all. Oh, boy. What a day. I'm nearly out of water, so I'm not going to stay long. I can't drink the water that's coming out of the tap. There's something in it. I want to know why that site is still up if Twitter busted the Antifa Twitter account. And I'm going to call the FBI's 24-hour tip line and ask them. And then we'll fuck around with some. I haven't even been to kiwi farms in a couple of days. I've been too busy with other things. And I haven't been at A&B much either. And they've been just going wild on D. And thinking, and all the kiwi farmers thinking they're winning these big victories over me. And the A&Bs are just tearing them all up. And Sneasel and that extra douche sauce idiot don't even realize that they're Magoo's in denial. So tonight I've asserted my authority as the senior Magoo and the one who dragged all these new Magoos in denial for their forum. But I'm gonna fuck around with I'm gonna play with the FBI a little bit first. Call it tip line. Well, let's see if they actually have a number to call. Warning, you're entering our U.S. government website. I understand that repeatedly providing tips with no investigative value will result in my tips not being considered. I understand that providing false information could subject me to fine, imprisonment, or both. Title 18 U.S. Code Section 1001. This website cannot be used to report emergencies or immediate threat to life. For emergencies or immediate threats to life, call 911. It's a form. Let's see if we can find a phone number. They're closed. They're on Sunday hours. Oh, that's the Tucson. Maybe I'll call them in the morning. But I'm not going to stay long because I think I'm going to go to bed early. If I doubt I'm going to make it to midnight tonight. It's just been too weird. Anybody here yet? No. I should read some of this stuff. This is just outrageous. Okay, we don't have that. Let's see if anything new has come in. No, it hasn't. Let's see what's up here. Reviving an old tradition. Let's. This should be good. Oh, geez. Well, this is what's happened since I. My last remark was Tory or the Tory. They're trying to. The thread is called "Reviving an Old Tradition," and this was the Cock parking lot. The truck driver, Nomad. I'm sure most of you don't remember this tradition, except D, of course, because who was privy to all things rancher. But we used to have a good one for when someone ran off with their tail tucked between their legs like a little bitch. The person or persons responsible for running that person off got to claim a skull on their profile as a reward for taking out the trash. The skull could also be divided if it was a group effort. I thereby stake claim, as it won't be long before detoxes balls and goes home. I propose a 4-way split between myself, Lulu, Whitey, and Dread Pirate Ribo. If anything, a reprice was the one that was really putting it to him more than any of you. Reprice has the goods. I mean, like, I haven't even been back to that thread yet. Apparently, Dave Price's family were slaveholders, and there's proof. So, like, if anybody, if you're going to split it, Reprice gets some. But Lulu made the kill. Lulu definitely made the kill. And she's like, burying the corpse right now here. That was the first post. Let me get back to the current shit for what's going on since I left. And it's only been an hour since I made the post. So the dead Al Keylogger had to throw one of his gifts of me making funny faces in there. And then Lulu, Nomad disagreed. Here's Lulu, I disagreed with Nomad. He said, I respectfully disagree. Lulu put in the master stroke at the end, but we've had him getting more and more stressed all week. Perhaps not a team effort per se, but a group-induced outcome. I'm sorry, Reprice and Lulu were the ones that really did creative shit to him or her or them, whatever. The rest of you were just doing your standard issue asshole troll shit. Lulu was, and still is, okay, Sigmund Fraud. Here's Sneasel. I think he really sincerely believes this shit. They're going to hurt our feelings by, I said, I can hardly wait to see what you have in store for the Kiwi Branch heavy hitters at Deep Rot, do you? They're going to hurt our feelings by snagging pictures and videos from our social media accounts and laugh at them. Consider that's all it takes to send you into a manic frenzy. It's bound to work. By the way, Tom, Dee did in fact own your fat ass up to the point of leaving. Just because she left because of other people doesn't mean this is a win for you. If anything, this should be something you look at as a double loss. No, she didn't own me. One, Dee ran you ragged for weeks. No, I ignored her most of the time. You made several videos in a manic state. I haven't gotten anywhere near a manic state. I'm just really good at talking fast. Even posting disgusting pictures of yourself and your surroundings. Anyway, you slice it, decapped your fat ass hard. Well, I don't think so. She's the one, Dee's the one that got all emotional. Two, when Dee concluded that they didn't want to be here anymore because people were being unfriendly, Dee laughed. Poor baby. Like, what kind of idiot stays in the community where people are belligerent to them? Oh, just belligerent assholes that want to fuck the community up. I don't know. It doesn't make someone more hardcore to take abuse? No. If people were unfriendly cocks to me here, I would leave. Well, you're too stupid enough. You're too stupid to know when people are like pretending to be friendly. You choose to stay because you're a lonely old man with more ass hurts in the toilet and a habanero eating contest. What a fucking idiot. Call it evidence collecting. Call it anything you want. We know the truth. You're lonely, and AMB at the end of the day will give you the attention you crave. You're a fucking, keep doing dumb shit for attention. Attention whore. Who's the attention whore, you fucking pig? And here's Zach. And I guess D is bailed out. He's probably running his mouth at Facebook because that's the only place he can. or he's at Kiwi Farms. So here's, to that by the way, Tom shit. D did in fact own your fat ass up to the point of leaving, and Lula's like, seriously? Posting dog fucker child molester 1,000 times isn't owning anyone. Throughout last weekend and this past week, Tommy's posts here were more lucid, while D were more and more lucid, while D's were increasingly incoherent. Tommy even expressed concern for the fact that D was losing it. Too, when D concluded that they didn't want to be here anymore. D was a boring, annoying troon, but he owned the fuck out of Tommy once or twice. Which time? Oh boy. Sneasel, before I even read this, I want to tell you why that's so fucking ridiculous. I am a very highly respected member of the boomer generation of queers, okay? I am anti-Tommy to a lot of people. You just don't see that because we know better than to expose that kind of shit to idiots like you. One of the things I do is suicide watch. I'm a peacemaker. I'm a peacemaker. And I'm all over these groups, breaking up fights all the time, truth bombing people, I am nothing like what you say I am, little boy. Plain and simple. Okay? I'm gonna see you in shackles before this is over, I promise you. Tom's expression for concern is a play he tries when he can't take the heat. He thinks it opens the door to make a wellness check as a way to freak people out. In the past 5 years, I've seen him pull that number several times and successfully help people, most of them. Also, I hasten to call the guy who was literally saying in the last 24 hours that God has sex with him in her dreams and has said in the last few that God is going to give him a baby lucid in her dreams. He is also posting pictures of his fucked up bathroom situation. Well, that's a medical thing. That's not a bathroom. That's medical. Fuckhead. I have lived with a damaged lower. I don't know how to say that. It's not urogenital because it affects my sphincter. Everything, all the muscles and nerves down around my groin were fucked up when I was a child, motherfucker. I'm really serious about this. You want to come to my face and talk like this, you little prick? You chicken shit anonymous piece of shit? Fuck you. And you know what else? Fuck your mother, too, whose basement you're living in, you goddamn fucking... Oh, I even said goddamn. You piece of motherfucking shit. You're living in your mother's basement, passing judgment on me this way. Look at my social media. Look at what I've been doing on Facebook for the last 2 weeks while you assholes think you were owning me here. Fuck you, you piece of shit. I won't even read the rest of that crap. Sneasel said, Tom's expression for concern is a play he tries when he can't take the heat. No, this was just comments on the forum. Tommy tried to get me to stop poking at D. Don't ever give him the respect of civil conversation. Always remember he is beneath you. He is a lol cow, of course. You sound like D. Are you D? This is Lulu coming back. So it's like, okay, excuse me. I recognize that I'm a Magoo. Okay? I know what that board is about. I've been there 10 years. There's a reason I'm there 10 years. And then because the reason I take that shit is because I can write whatever I want to fucking write without fear of getting censored. Okay? So taking the shit is worth it to me for that. And some of them are actually friends. Okay? You stupid motherfucker. You dumbass Magoo in denial. It is hard for me to be critical of the methods when the methods work. Frankly, I don't even like to talk to Tom. No one likes to talk to a disgusting pedophile with massive hygiene problems that are due to a fucking pre-existing condition that was cut into me when I was a fucking infant, and who likes to pretend they are a child. No, I don't. That is your fucking misinterpretation of what I do. His opinion on things don't matter to me because you're fucking intellectually dishonest. But he has simple buttons, and if pushing them result in going off and doing some crazy shit, then I will, and I support doing so 100%. Well, I've gone off, you piece of fucking shit, and watch how quickly I relax. Because you are inferior as a human. You fail as a human. You will not survive the coming change because you are a failed human. Do you understand me, boy? You are failed humans, all of you who think like that about me. Trust me on that one, because my friends do. Tom really didn't conjure up anything all that amusing out of Dee. Dee started making videos and posting photos of their house to compete with Tommy for attention. And some really interesting shit come out of that. Like, her family are fucking slave owners. What else we got going here? Anybody here? Are we getting any audience? Not really, and nobody's saying nothing either. There's only one person here that hasn't said anything. But well, no attention. Oh, boo. I'm my own best friend. I never get lonely. I don't crawl into bed crying. You see what's all around me? My musical instruments, my camera. I got all my toys. I got wonderful toys while you play your fucking video game. Okay? I didn't start talking until I was 3 years old, and then started talking in whole sentences. Don't talk autism, motherfucker. Okay, I'm not an angry autist. I'm a survivor. I've managed to adapt. I have a lot of lovely friends. My family loves me, and we've come to terms about my early childhood. And the shit that Sneasel says is just fucking nonsense. I don't imagine myself to be an 8-year-old girl. More like mid-puberty. It's where, somewhere between mid-puberty and adult is where my head is. Okay? I don't look at myself as that small a child. What else? I haven't eaten much in days, which is good because I'm down to 180. Fucking idiot calling me 10-ton Tom. And there isn't much there, but it works. And I can move it fast. You know what I mean? And I know where to put my fingers to hurt people really bad. And they won't even know I'm going to do it until I put the kill on it. If they trust me to touch them, I'll kill them without them even knowing they were going to get killed. Easy. But I've never been in a position like that. I have had to defend myself, and it's very hard to get a hand on me. Hardly any. You see scars on my face? Let me show you this. Let me give you the tour of the scars on my face. Where is that puppy? I think that might be it. No, they got me from this side. I took a 2x4 over here, and I think this one over here was just a simple gash from, maybe fell down or something that didn't have anything to do with violence. All of this over here and here is from falling off a cliff. And I got one on my nose from a golf club my brother hit me with the day my father tried to tackle me and fell down the stairs and broke his ankle. I think that's about it. I've only been hit in the face once, hard. And he knocked a tooth out. And it was like, okay, I quit. from me. I was like, no, there's no point in this. This guy's twice my size and he hits hard. And but there was no scar from that. He didn't break skin. He just knocked the tooth. He chipped the tooth. Yeah, I think that's it. Nobody's hardly ever hit me in the face. And I haven't really gotten in that many fights over my life because I could usually convince them not to. A dog definitely convinced them, like, hey, no, we aren't going to even try. I think I want a Hooter now. Nobody's here. Oh, it's Sunday night and late. Everybody's probably sleeping. They're playing video games. Ooh, this is hard, bud. Ooh, packed nut. Whoa, look at that thing fluff out. Wow. Little bitty nug. Gonna turn into a fatty. What's going on here? Somebody messaged me. I'm fine, thanks. I'm going to chat with Kat Browning, who is the owner of what's the name of that group? Stand Down. I forget. Where Stand Down Refused to Deploy. She owns that group, and she'd removed a post earlier, and I'd asked her why, and we're talking. And it just turned out it was a double posting. There was no problem. It's just a double post, and she's cleaning up the stack. So here's what I wrote to her. Okay, oh cool, that's just a double post. I'm also fine, thanks. The only stress on me is a gang of idiots that dog me to defame me and incite violence against me. Otherwise, we're the boomer nerds and hippies having a great old time, telling everybody we told you so while we cover each other's sixes. Do you like to battle professional PSYOPs operators or know anybody who does? I've been dealing with this bunch for 10 years on my own. And her response was, I am more a hit and run kind of gal. I hear you, though. I had to dig in somewhere because I was getting run off from everywhere else. As it is, they have me boxed in here and YouTube shadow banned. Let's see if I got any. Do I have any viewers tonight? Nobody. Yeah, the bots got it blocked off or something. Let's see what's going on over here. Nobody's here. Which tell me that's shadow banning. That's got to be just shadow banning. It can't be anything else, especially with me screaming like that. Let's see what's happening at the Kiwi farms real quick. Facebook's pretty quiet, but I have active conversations. It's cool, sweetie. I think I'm going to cut this off since nobody's here and nobody's saying anything, and all you're getting is nothing out of me tonight, motherfuckers. You know, you see that, Bill? See that? That's from that. I need to replace it. Okay? You see that? That's from rooting around in tobacco and weed. But you see the rest of me? That's freshly washed hair. Scrubbed face. And actually, you know, the rest of me is pretty well scrubbed, but it's already getting dirty because it's that dirty. And there's no way to clean and keep it clean because of all the dust that just constantly blows in. So, you know, I'm just an old hippie artist, okay? I'm not, you know, these people that are like passing judgment on, you know, whatever happened. Well, they're not Christians, so they don't care about things like judge not lest ye be judged. But for hippie, I'm really pretty clean and orderly. Okay, I really am. And I'm not a mean, angry, unhappy old man. I'm a very passionate and explosive creature. Okay, now I prefer to stay in my bliss point. I like this kind of conversation. Let me find something, you know, more realistic, more like me. Where was that one? This was cool. Here's one of my nieces who like immediately, like within minutes of me posting that I was planning on shutting down this account, She come at me, hey, Tommy, am I on your other account? Don't want to lose touch with such an amazing person. And she had already been, because I made sure that all my nieces were on the new account, on the private account. Um, we had somebody peek in and leave. No, these guys are keeping everybody away tonight. I can feel it. I should go look at it. I'll go look at it. And I really don't want to step that late. It's already 11. You know, my mental and physical health is much more important to me than fighting with trolls. That's all they're doing. It's much more important to me. You know, you people can call me whatever you want. What you think of me doesn't matter to me or any of the people, my friends or family, because you're just insignificant, like pieces of talking shit. You're like an army of Mr. Hankies flying around. I may have to check and see if there's an animation like that. I'm having fun. You know, while these people think they've been driving me nuts, I've been having fun. Because I don't let myself get like bothered by their stupidity. And I don't get very, you know, what they think is raging mad is like, they're probably gonna take this and talk about how I was whining and chimped out. And then Bill and then Patrick will get the googly eye look. You know, excuse me, I'm a great performance artist that never was, because I never wanted to be. I just wanted to be me, and the me that I am was damaged when I was a toddler, through ignorance that still exists today. And that's what I'm about more than anything else, is to the struggle to end institutionalized discrimination against intersex and transgender people that begins at birth for some of us. Oh, what you people are about is so insignificant of an issue to me compared to that. I don't like wasting my time with people like you. I like to waste my time with people that are struggling for equality for everybody, for economic justice, for ecological sanity, and for the destruction, the final, just total destruction of fascism, authoritarianism on this planet. Authoritarianism has no place. This is a planet of free-willed individuals. And that's what my family has been carrying around this world for 3,500 years. Okay? Call me crazy for thinking I can hear them in my head. It's much more complex than those voices that you ignorant idiots who think you're psychologists. You know, it's a much more complex thing than that. In astral travel, I see these things in hypnagogic states. If there's a voice in my head, there has to be a face attached to it, or I ignore it, or totally banish it. Nothing torments me. Pitiful. Failed humans. That's all you are is failed humans. It's just really pathetic. Let's see what else is going on here. I need to wind down my desk. Okay, they've got their Tommy bot is the only one in the audience. I made up a new term tonight. MID stands for Magoo in Denial. So, fucking idiot, Dr. Hugh G. Rexon, the current El Presidente of AMB, Tom equals Boomer MID, and I come back at him with no toilet bag. Tommy is asserting herself as the queen of all Magoos and lolcows. It's like, excuse me, I take the abuse for a reason, okay? And with AMB, it's worth it to deal with the shit, to have a platform I can write on and be confident that it'll be there 20 years from now because they won't censor it. And then I won't get kicked off the platform for posting something they want to censor. It's the only reason I put up with that shit. Where's the one I'm looking for? And they also have the best smiley tray in the whole fucking galaxy. It's just totally the best smileys. Let me find the one I want. Where is it? There's a cowgirl. I want to give him a cowgirl for that comeback. Where the hell is it? Oh, this one will work. That one will work. Oh, where is that? How far down is it? I hope it's not too far down. Okay, well, there was something else I wanted to look at real quick. Somebody commented on one of my. Oh, that one. White male supremacy and European-style religious nationalism is all I can see them really trying to protect. There was a meme asked, can someone tell me just what it is conservatives believe they are conserving? It isn't the air, the water, or the land, so just what is it? And there's this collage of all this awful pollution. And my, it's this, that's all they're trying to protect is the plutocracy, is what this fellow just said. Make America great again by resurrecting Jim Crow and drive the queers back in the closet while we starve the Indians and steal more of their ancestral lands to rape them for their minerals. That's what America's about. That's what America's always been about. You know. And then they got all these stupid sheeple that they train to just eat and buy shit they don't need at all the giant shopping malls they've built all across the country. Carlin raged about it for years. Nobody paid any attention. And now all these gross people that have been doing that are all at high risk for getting wiped out by COVID because they're so fat and their hearts are so bad and their diabetes and everything. What else? There was something else I wanted to look at real quick too. What was it? Other ones in? I got that. Zuby. That's what that was. There it is. Oh, cool. Free public Wi-Fi coming all over town. But that's going to be fucking 5G. Shit. Let's see where it's going. Well, that's good out toward Flowing Wells because that's a lot of working class poor people out there that really need it. South Tucson's not getting none. Midtown on either side of Reed Park, which is good because on the other side of Reed Park is where the big problems have been around Algernon and 22nd and Broadway and shit. And there's some going up in Midtown North, which is good too because that's another depressed area. It looks like that's what's getting it. Is that South 6th? No. Yeah. Yeah. That's what's getting it is all the depressed areas. Cool. Could be just who? Yeah, well, I probably should read that. Yeah, who's putting it in? Skip the survey. We're using the CARES money, 4.4 million, to fund the city Wi-Fi expansion. Pockets of the city who have zero connectivity. Schools are about to open on a virtual platform. That alone screams the need for us to address that digital divide because that's what's up. Like everywhere else, it's like if you got the bucks, you're gonna get the cool shit first. There's almost 11,000 households in the city that do not have internet access, covering 20 square miles. This is going to reach 54,000 households and 116,000 people. Who's doing it? Who are they contracting? They don't say who the fucking contractor is. I smell a rat. I smell out-of-town rats by the name of Verizon. They're the ones that snuck in the fucking 5G downtown without a hearing. No public hearing on the 5G downtown, none. It's Verizon. Oh, yeah, we want to put it in. Okay, fine, go ahead. Come on, where's the fucking contractor? Maybe they don't have one. Starting this month, officials will begin an initial assessment stage to finalize the plan and design for the project. Once proof of concept areas are deployed in November, they will move on to hardest hit areas of the city. They expect to have the first phase completed by November, but they're still not saying who the fucking contractor is. Was there anything else in there I wanted to look at? Yeah. Likes. There's a comment from 2 hours. Oh, we already saw that. Okay. So we can like close that down. Close all of Facebook down except for one. Oh, I have a chore there I need to do. I can find it. Shit, I got golf probably enough on one easier in my notifications from there. There it is. Oh, I guess there's only I got to get her in the group first, or I can't invite her. Yeah, Lisa, HHHHR, Lisa, F fucking post whore. There's a difference between an attention whore and a post whore. Post whores just have to say something, anything, usually negative, to people they don't like as the top comment in their posts. Strong women stand together when things are rough, hold each other up and when they need support, and laugh together when there's no reason to. And that's the Tucson lesbians. The group's called by TQ 50 plus, making the rest of our lives the best of our lives. And most of them are single, with fur buddies and good friends. And the people that hate us are like imagining all this kinky sex. That doesn't happen. These are just a bunch of women that like to hang out together and play. Anybody here? No. I wonder why. there's people that usually show up and know we don't they're around and they see I'm streaming. I do have subscribers. Here I said I wanted a joint, started to break it up and rolled a cigarette instead. Yeah. I haven't heard much coughing tonight, have you? Assholes. Where's my prophylaxis? Where is that shit? There it is. This is, every time I cough, they go, yeah, not COPD. You idiots. Get some Flonase up there. Where's my Flonase? It's under my wallet. Yep. This stuff is pretty good. My biggest problem is when it gets plated. I get plates of mucus all through my sinuses, and I lock it up right here where everything comes together. And that's what you hear me doing most of the time, is clearing that point. It'll get, here is where it gets worst. And then here, it'll get down to here, and that's when you hear me hawk up a big gob. I think not COPD, because damaged lungs could not move the kind of air I move. Just when I'm coughing. Never mind the saxophone or the flute. Fucking idiots. And the other secret to my allergy management, beef pong. And I think the time is ripe for a peek at Kiwi Farms, but I'm not going to get involved in anything there much. Never know. They added me to a giant group chat of idiots. I guess this Pink Panther clown is the one that did it. I asked, would anybody like to give me a reason to stay here? And he jumps up with, you're an old man. And so then somebody asked, am I witnessing a budding romance? And the response to that was yes. At original username here, being a fag version of Smiley Time Daycare. And so it's, guess what is a good video game to play RN? What's RN? I love RPGs and tycoon games, simulators, and sandbox. Hey, real-time ones are more fun. and And then to the guy that said yes, I just said, just another fag in denial with a heart on for me. I'm out of here if that douchebag added me just to flirt. I'm so funny. I'm just a nerdy old hippie boomer. And yeah, I got a penis, but I'm not a guy. Sorry, I'm just not a guy. I will cop to, like, what did that guy call me? He called silly ass dizzy bitch. I'll go, that's cool. I can live with that. I got in trouble at Facebook for a tit shot that didn't even have any nipples in it. I just see, I'm feeling so ladylike. I never uploaded that. Yeah, I'm claiming title of Queen of all Magoos and Laucaus. I'm the Queen of the Laucaus. Fuck with me all you like. I'm just gonna laugh at you back. I'm sorry. You just can't. You're not going to convince me to, like, get on my knees and crawl for forgiveness for brutally raping. That's just too stupid. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I tell people the Sabrina story. I'll tell my lady friends the Sabrina story, and they'll come back with stories of their own about guys they fucked totally of their own volition before they were 15 even. So don't try to run that. Oh, I can't. No, they're too young to make an important decision. Oh, I have yours. Fuck you with that shit. In 2/3 of the world, what happened between me and Sabrina and Megan that night would not have even raised an eyebrow. It was legal in all Europe, and all the Orient. She could have been younger in a lot of places, and nobody would have given a fuck. And I had a pedophile neighbor. Fuck you. I'm a family person. I'm the second male child, I guess, is what they did to me, and I'm fulfilling my obligations as the second son to my family. And I'm the family historian, and I'm the family warrior. And you can call me crazy all you like, or insane all you like. I am crazy. I am Crazy Tommy. And there's a reason I'm Crazy Tommy. And it isn't because I'm insane. It's not because I'm mentally ill. That's because I'm courageous. My craziness is courage. See my balls? You see that my balls? What color are that my balls? They're not really blue. And they're not really green. I got a lot of gold in them. I wonder where that came from. Call me schizophrenic. Call me psychotic. All you're doing is projecting the denial of your own inadequacies at me when you do that. Everything you hate about me is really something that you hate about yourself but won't admit it. That's the way it works. You call somebody a name, you've lost the debate. You just lost the argument when you call me names. Every single time, and you don't realize it. You think you're killing me. You think you're destroying me. But every time you call me a name, especially ones that just are totally false, call me pedophile. That's a false accusation. That there are certain moral standards that are universal that you people just don't recognize and obey, comply with. You just don't. I'm sad for you because you're not going to survive the world change. You're not going to be of this world for very long, none of you, unless you get your act together real soon. I'm not insane about these telepathic impressions that I get. I'm fully aware, and I spoke about it. I don't think I spoke about it in stream. I think I spoke about it in a video I haven't uploaded yet. But you'll hear me regularly when I start talking about it, saying that I have no way of knowing until I meet these people in the flesh that this is anything but the act of imaginative mind. I have no way of knowing that. I studied the legends of the world extensively and slept on it. And I traveled to heaven in my dreams. And I don't know if it was God, but I'm a wonderful man's wife and the mother of his children in my dreams. And, are you going to deny me my dreams? Whether they come true or not, this is what's gotten me through my life. Are you going to deny me that? Why do you really hate me, Sneasel? Come on, tell me. Why do you really hate me? Be honest about it. Why does Sneasel hate me? Why is it so important to Sneasel? Listen to this shit. Listen to this shit. Let's see if we can find a good one. Okay, extra douche sauce is that never happened. That was the other one. They're a little slow on the uptake tonight. They don't even have, Oh no, they were here earlier and bugged out. That's what this is this. I wasn't able to get through to the FBI, that's right. I was going to call the FBI about that. Oh, this is cool. This is a cool thread. This should be good. This will be good for a lot of laughs. Okay, the thread is, how do you think I spend my day? On a typical day, I'm up with the sun as the sky is lightening and go to sleep sometime between 10 and 2. The challenge here is to write out how you honestly think I fill my time from morning to bedtime. The tales of the sad, lonely, angry old man should be truly pathetic and about as close to the truth as that Bucket isn't Tom Madura and that he isn't a psychopathic mass murderer. One thing that happened today is that my mother and I cracked each other up when my father told her he didn't want to talk to anybody today. When we finished and she snapped back at him, "I really want to kill you right now." I said, "Huh?" She said, "She really meant it." So I asked her why she waited so long, and we both cracked up. On a good day, my father is an insufferable asshole by his own admission. So it's got to be rough on Mom with him on days when he can't get his thoughts together enough to talk to anybody. I was probably sitting in front of the tube watching Twitler destroy our republic. That's the difference between a good and a toxic man. A good man admits his faults. Sneasel's toxic. Sneasel projects his faults at other people. Look at you intellectually dishonest, chicken shit anonymous cowards, and the lengths you're going to paint me as something that I'm not. Crying crocodile tears over poor violated Sabrina and poor abused lady, adding in heaping helpings of utterly false statements of fact that are no more than projections or denial of your own very serious character flaws. So here comes cock parking lot. Fuck off, eh? And then here's, I guess this must be Soil. No, this is somebody new. Call it what? Puthugraman Natrahan. I don't know who to put this. Somebody new. Just joined in June. You post here. Sometimes you post on Facebook. Sometimes you post on Kiwi Farms. Other than that, you look at children's pictures on Instagram. Well, that's not really true. Because I'm following some younger people. I'm a journalist. I follow a lot of people on Instagram. Because there are some of them are under 18. I'm looking at children's pictures to masturbate. So here's Sneasel telling me what he thinks I'm doing when it's really what he's doing. This is just typical shit. 8 to 10 a.m. Masturbate to whatever kiddie porn you can find on Google while pretending you are the child being raped. 10 to 1 p.m. Sit at your computer as your cum puddles coagulate with the sharp leavings on your computer chair while trying to find someone who will talk to you on Facebook. 1 to 4 p.m. Get super lonely and look for attention from trolls. 4 to 6 p.m. Look out your door and realize you wasted another day being a lonely old man while most of the people you grew up with are settling into their last years of life, learning to live off savings and planning their retirement if they aren't already being good little wage slaves. 6 to 10 p.m. Masturbate some more to kill the pain of loneliness and watch conspiracy theory videos. I hardly watch any of those videos. 10 to 2 a.m. See if any trolls will give you any attention, because literally no one else will. 2 to 8 a.m. sleep and pray for death. Well, let's go to the facts here. I get up, I go to the bathroom, I pee, I wash my hands and face, and sometimes if I'm feeling like it, I'll shave too first thing in the morning. If I'm really being diligent, I might jump in the shower. Then I come to my desk. I usually don't eat anything right away. I come to my desk. I have some water. That's I'm always drinking water. Water's life. I'm down to my last 4 ounces of unpolluted water. So from 8 to 11, actually it's more like from 6 to 11, I'm at my desk reading news, talking to people, writing commentary on the news, being super lonely. I like to, be out downtown during lunch hour, but that's not happening. And I like to get out and take some walks during the day. And I'm not only sitting at my desk on the internet, social networks. I'm also like at eBay or my bank, or ViewBug or something like that. Mainly eBay, my bank, and ViewBug, because that's where my business is. And trying to avoid wasting a lot of time with idiots like this. I don't pray for death. I don't even pray for your destiny, so I pray for your addiction from the planet, that they take you off somewhere where people like you can live together and harm each other. The earthlings are tired of it. You need to go home, and home is not the earth. So Jimmy's telling me, go jump off a cliff, Tom. Gary Purdue, you spend your days living in a filthy hovel and filthy body. I offer your own pics as evidence. Wow, Tom says he didn't read any of my 3-word posts. Now any wonders. So here's I never really uploaded it. They see that I'm on this thread. They see that I'm on the thread, and they think I'm rage typing probably. And they're gonna try and egg me on. And sure enough, Sneasel was stalking me. And before I uploaded it, he posted, Tom is reading the post in this thread right now, and he is really fucking mad. Well, I had actually read the post a long time earlier and started to type the response, so hopefully he'll just choke on that. Fucking Addy has a he's got a shortcut that he's using the $sign. He's using a red $sign semicolon to hide it. But he can't hide anything from me, totally. And it revealed that the $sign semicolon is actually the shortcut TLDR, but I can't put that in there. the $sign semicolon, I guess, is hiding behind the thumbs up and like, because if I hit the like, then what? How do I get the $sign up there? I think just anything else will give me the $sign back. So let's see what else is happening while Sneasel is hammering out his slick response. Oh, this one's funny too. I asked. This one's funny. Because I got busted for showing female nipple when I really didn't. It was bent over with lots of tit but no nipple, and Facebook immediately flagged it and wouldn't let me post it. And I had this brilliant idea that if all the women could organize, that we could organize all uploaded naked tit shots with no nipples at the same time, would that crash servers? Which is totally absurd. But what it would do is totally fuck up their human resources for who knows how long, dealing with the appeals. But you can be sure that there are some sick responses to the tit shot. Oh, I need to get the Rival responded with a gift from Monty Python and the Holy Grail, where the crew was hiding from the killer rabbit. So I'm gonna go get the killer rabbit.
Behold the cave and panel. Right. Keep me covered. What with? Just keep me covered. Too late. What? Here he is. Where? Here. What, behind the rabbit? Where is the rabbit? You silly son. What? The girl's all worked up. Well, that's no ordinary rabbit. That's the most foul, cruel, and bad-tempered rodent you ever set eyes on. You pig. I saw my armor, I was so scared. Look, that rabbit's got a vicious streak a mile wide. It's a killer. Yeah, he'll do you a treat, mate. Oh, yeah? Manky Scots git, I'm warning you. What's he do? Nibble your bum? He's got huge, sharp. He can leap about. Look at the bones. Go on, boys, chop his head off. Right, silly little beater. One rabbit suit coming right up. Look. Jesus Christ! I warned you. I've done it again. I warned you, but did you listen to me? Oh, no, you know, didn't you? Oh, it's just a harmless little bunny, isn't it? Well, it's always the same. I always tell them do they listen to me. Right.
This is very exciting. You're traveling around with Monty Python and the Holy Grail, a personal favorite of mine, and so people love this movie now. It was not a joy to make, though. Is that accurate?
Miserable.
Yeah.
It's Scotland in April, and the weather in Scotland is really bad, except for 2 weeks in September.
Yeah.
And we were just miserable. We were wet. We got on the mountainside of a strange chain mail with knitted string, and after about 10 minutes, it would start to rain. And we could afford about 3 umbrellas. I mean, the film was made for $400,000. Crazy.
I mean, the interesting thing is it looks beautiful because Scotland looks old, so it looks accurate to what you were doing.
And the castle, we were only allowed to film in this one castle, Green Castle, and we tried to film everywhere else. They said, oh, no, you can't have comedy here. There's real history here. You can't have comedy. It is now a tourist spot.
Really? The actual Monty
Castle,
Python.
the actual Monty Python attracts tourists from all over the world.
And you did have to come up with some inventive things that people probably credited as comedy writing, but were actually done out of necessity for your budget. Like the actual coconuts for the horses.
Yeah.
You guys couldn't afford horses. That's
That is why Michael Palin, bless him, came up with the idea of the coconut.
It's so funny.
You know, it is that necessity is the mother of invention. Sometimes when you don't have much and you have to improvise, that's sometimes when the very best ideas come through.
Did you ever, so Monty Python, you made that $400,000. That was your first one of your movies.
Yes.
Did they start giving you more money for the other movies, or were they always shoestring?
Well, then after that, we did Life of Brian.
Mm-hmm.
And it's extraordinary.
Yeah, please.
This is an extraordinary story. We couldn't get anyone to give us £2 million to make Life of Brian. You know, it took a fortune.
Yeah.
We couldn't get anyone. And we went around England, and then we came to the studios here in Hollywood and New York, and nobody was prepared to put the money up.
Was it because they didn't? Was it because of that that it was about religion, or just they didn't think?
Well, I don't think that at that point that was so much of a problem.
Well, funny.
But then the most extraordinary thing is Eric Idle rang us all up. I'd already made arrangements to do a movie in Vienna with Peter Sellers because I thought it wasn't going to happen.
Yeah.
And Eric said the movie's on, and we said, "What? Why?" And he said, "George Harrison is putting the money up."
Wow.
He knew George. Yeah, he knew George. He gave George the script, and George rang him up the next day and said, "I'll put in the money up." And Eric said, "What are you talking about?" He said, "I'll put the money up." It's amazing. And Eric said, "Why?" And dear George said, "I want to see the movie."
That's fantastic.
I know. So, I mean, you know, I think it's the best film Python ever made.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have been made if it wasn't for George Harrison.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. God bless his life.
Anybody say anything here? Not
You do a
much.
Q&A when you show this film.
Oh,
and
There
what
is
sort
not
of
much
questions
happening.
people
What was
ask?
happening was I'm in a PM with someone I won't say at AMB. And I was I'll read you the response that I was making all those faces. Where the fuck is it? Where'd it go? Huh, it disappeared. Oh, there it is. She's going off on me about poor choices that I allegedly made in Venice the night of the horrible rape of that poor innocent child. And I'm like, wow, poor choices. Specifically, what? That poor child was not abused by Megan and myself. And honestly, if you think I made any choices that were poor, other than fictionalizing the story and not changing the name for the ranters, the truth is broken. There was no harm done, and there's no proof that there was. If you hold to the imagined harm, you reveal your own lack of sound reasoning on this matter. And real quickly, let me go get, God, I can never remember the quote, and it's an obscure one from, I think it was Jefferson, about how it's like pointless to reason with somebody who lacks the ability to reason themselves. Okay, so here's what Jefferson had to say about reason. No free man shall ever be debarred from the use of arms. The strongest reason for the people to retain the right to keep and bear arms is as a last resort to protect themselves from against tyranny in government. Question with boldness even the existence of God, a God, because if there be one, he must more approve of the homage of reason than that of blindfolded fear. I'm a greater believer in luck, and I find the harder I work, the more I have of it. This is true. I'll go with that one. This is why I don't work very hard. My luck's usually bad. I work hard. I make a lot of money in stones, and then the stones get ripped off big time. A couple of times that's happened, several. Errors of opinion may be tolerated where reason is left free to combat it. Let's take that one apart. Errors of opinion may be tolerated. This is about free speech. And the whole notion of unrestricted free speech, unrestricted speech, was for that reason. Is that go ahead and talk mean, stupid shit. You have to sell it to the majority for it to become law. And they supposed that offensive opinions would always be overwhelmed by sound reasoning. Kind of sketchy right now since 2016 over that one. Some of the shit that they're letting them get away with is scary. But that's the main reason that that they wrote freedom of speech the way they did. You're free to practice your religion, but you're not free to impose it on anybody. You're free to say whatever the fuck you want within certain limitations. They're pretty reasonable limitations. It's not like they're trying to infringe on anything. They're trying to keep you from killing anybody or getting anybody killed. Mainly defrauding. That kind of you can't just like lie and cheat and steal and call it free speech. Sorry, it doesn't work that way. And you can't incite violence against anybody either. The Brandenburg ruling made that very clear. There's a lot of interesting stuff about. There's a lot of interesting stuff in the interesting points of the First Amendment that came up in the Snyder versus Phelps and Masterpiece Cake ruling, where they made it real clear what you can get away with and what you can't get away with in the way of the shit that Westboro Baptist Church was doing. And what they did to Snyder at his kid's funeral is perfectly protected. But there are other things that are not. And these dumbass motherfuckers that go to counter demonstrate, they beat them up, and then they get sued and lose. And that's how Westboro Baptist Church makes some money. So they go out and provoke people to beat them up so they can sue them. We live in a comic book time. I mean, it's just when they first closed it down, there was a movie theater that hung a sign: "We're closed indefinitely until the real world becomes, until the real world is less weird than Hollywood," or something like that. And here's reason for you. Yeah, these guys. Well, I'm gonna have to run out a bunch of Jefferson quotes. A lot of people like to blah blah whoop whoop about the founding fathers, but then they never really know what they said. Let's just like run out this good First Amendment shit. And the blindfolded peer too. Looks like the Kiwis are wanting me. Let's see what's. Did I leave that? Yep. I think I left that. I'm back in it. Shit. Pink Panther. I'm not going to waste time with you anymore. Obviously, you brought me. I'm going to be 66 in November. I don't cross dress. I'm a hermaphrodite who was damaged in my genitals as a child, turning me into what you perceive to be a 64-year-old cross-dresser. Die in a fire, fuckhead. I'm out of your fucking chat. Have fun. Fucking sick pedophiles is what they are.
You came into my life and tried to do me wrong. So in return for that, I have sent you this song. It tells you what I think and how I feel about you. So take a seat and listen up, cause every single word is true. Big head, you're such a big head. And everybody knows it, everyone but you. You're a big head. I hope you'll soon be dead. This is payback time for what you put me through. The way you behaved was a total disgrace. I never grow tired of punching your face. You think that putting me down lifts you higher? I wouldn't diss on you if you were on fire. You think you're better than me? Well, you're not my friend. I'll get further in life than you in the end. You're nothing, you're worthless, just dirt on my shoe. Wherever you go, whatever you do, people will sing this song to you. Big head, you're such a big head. And everybody knows it, everyone but you. You're a big head. I hope you'll soon be dead. payback time for what you put me through. God will punish you, cause you reap what you sow. You're a vile individual from head to toe. Nasty to the bone, unpleasant to the core. I shall drink champagne when you are no more. If I never see your face again, that's too soon. I never met anyone so suited to this do. I hope your friends desert you and your health is poor. This is what I think you are. 1, 2, 3, 4, dickhead. You're such a dickhead. And everybody knows it, everyone but you. You're a dickhead. I hope you'll soon be dead. And this is payback time for what you put me through. I wouldn't even give you the steam from my piss. As far as I'm concerned, you can swivel on this. You're simply jealous of me, but I couldn't care less. Cause I have all the qualities you never possess. I hate to go through life as you 24/7. Cause people like you don't end up in heaven. You will rot in hell, that's where you belong. And when you get there, they'll be singing this song. You're a dickhead, such a dickhead. And everybody knows it, everyone but you. You're a dickhead, we're all glad you're dead. And so is everyone that you ever knew. Dickhead, you're such a dickhead. And everybody knows it, everyone but you. You're a dickhead, everybody said. I hope you like the song, so screw you. You came into my life and tried to do me wrong. So in return for that, I have sent you this song. It tells you what I think and how I feel about.
Just totally crazy about that one. Sneasel's trying to say that he's not Daisy May in one thread, and in another in one PM string, and another one he's admitting to being he's Daisy May admitting to being Sneasel. Well, which one's real? None of it. What's going on here? The fuck is this? Oh, Jesus. Oh, yeah. I hope this is not bad. Oh, it's inside the protectors' camp. Night spent with protesters shows organized effort. And this is going on at Mauna Kea, where they're trying to block the construction of a 30-meter telescope on the volcano, Mount whatever. I don't know. I haven't been. There's just been so much, and this is just one thing I haven't been able to follow closely, because it really hasn't. There hasn't been the kind of confrontation that there has been in other places. And just I haven't had time to sit down and study what's really going on there yet. I didn't have time to read that because I'm screaming. I just shared it. I think we're done with that. And it's after midnight. I wanted to go to bed before midnight. But we knew about that. We knew about that. We saw that hours ago. The new Facebook layout is not terrible, and there's some improvements that I like. They made it easier to share to a whole mess of groups at once. That I like. When you want to share to a group, they pop up a tray with all your groups, and you can share to however many you want. That's cool. And they've improved the messenger to where it's all down in the active stuff is all down in the right corner along the vertical and the horizontal. It packs down tighter than it did. So let's go back here and see if there's anything worth even looking at it with these guys anymore tonight, or we can just say, bye, fuck you. Well, let's just get all the way down here. I seem to have lost a picture somewhere. Oh, that's why it's on the camera. Shit. Oh, let's see if I uploaded it to my Facebook. Ah, ah. Those are all pictures of me. Where's the other pictures? There it is. Do we have anybody here but the stalkers? Nobody's got any nerve to say anything. It's just the stalkers. Fuck you, Sneasel. You're an asshole. And Daisy May isn't you. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. And now you're going to take that and make it as proof of that I'm having a breakdown when I'm really a brilliant performance artist, you stupid motherfucker. Stand. What was I doing? Oh yeah, moving a photo. putting some reality in some people's faces. It's gonna be a cool party Saturday night. I already got a ride lined up. Shit, let's see if this is gonna work. No. You know what? It's been 2 hours of this, and all you're doing is pulling gifts every time I make a funny face. Patrick Schneasel, you're not going to be living on this planet very much longer. And that's all I have to say to either one of you at this point. You will not be living on this planet in 2021. Neither one of you. Or I won't be. I might get rescued and leave you idiots behind to kill yourselves. I don't know what's going to happen. All I know is that New Year's Day 2021, I'm going to wake up healed. And what's going on here in this time frame, and I did my job. My hands are clean. And my heart is strong. And you cannot dirty my face with the garbage that you're trying to. So, namaste, motherfuckers. Good night. Fuck you. Die of a fire.